I'm Jason Chu. Today I'm going to talk to you about the best way to buy a car. People always ask me, should I borrow money to buy a car? Should I pay cash? And really it's a hard question. There's multiple ways to spend money on anything. Broadly speaking, if you're buying any asset that doesn't, let's say, appreciate, or for better terminology, it doesn't go up in value, then you probably don't have too much debt against that. So I would say the best way to buy a car is always in cash. However, most of us want more than we can afford in cash, which is fine. So you've got to look at other options. You can definitely look at your mortgage or your home loan to support purchasing a car. There's cheaper rates and those sorts of things. There's a few different ways to purchase a car or to buy a car through car loans. A couple of hard to understand kind of structures. So there's chattel mortgages, and there's what they call a hire purchase or a lease purchase and things like that. One of the things I think is really, really important, if you ever go to a car yard or go to someone who's asking you about taking finance on a car, the interest rate is I'll say the interest rate is not what's the most important number. The most important number is what the repayments are. You can find that the interest rate might be, let's say 5%, not too bad a rate, but the repayments work out that your interest rate's actually closer to 12% with the fees and all those sorts of things. The other big thing that I find that a lot of our clients have got caught out with is when they buy a car and they do, say, a hire purchase or what have you, and that's like a 5-year agreement. And then after 3 years, they say, actually, I'd like to upgrade my car now. All this marketing out there, people want to upgrade cars every few years. What they don't realize is the 5 years worth of interest is actually bolted onto your loan straight away. So you may have the chance to get out of your car finance with no fees, but you actually are paying all of the interest that you agreed to day one, even though you might have only had the car and the car finance for 3 years. So I guess it's about planning, knowing how long you're going to keep the car for. I would always say paying in cash is the best way. Hard to do. We all want more than we can afford. So if you do look at finance, think about the different options. And I know a lot of people are going to talk about whether you can buy a car through a business and what have you. Different situations allow different options there. And making sure you do the right thing for you in your situation is really important. Just because someone else has either done a hire purchase or paid cash doesn't mean it's the right thing for you. So definitely look at your own scenario.